What if a single fan edit could make a DreamWorks animator stop scrolling, replay the video, praise the music, and become curious about SB19? That is exactly what happened when one talented fan placed SB19's powerful track MANA over scenes of the mysterious Manananggal character from DreamWorks' upcoming film Forgotten Island. At first, it looked like just another creative post made for fun. But the timing was so sharp, the mood was so dark, and the connection felt so natural that the edit quickly began spreading across social media. Then it reached someone nobody expected. Martin Lemons, the lead animator who helped bring the character to life, saw the video. He did not ignore it. He reposted it, praised the edit, called the song amazing, and thanked fans for showing so much love to a character his team had worked hard to create. Even more surprising, he said he wanted to learn more about SB19 after discovering that the group would be performing in Los Angeles. But why did this edit feel almost official? Why did MANA fit the character so perfectly? And how did a creature from old Filipino folklore become the unexpected link between SB19, a global fan community, and one of Hollywood's biggest animation studios? The answer begins with the song itself. From the first seconds of MANA, it is clear that this is not a normal pop song. The sound is dark, powerful, and mysterious. Heavy beats, dramatic vocals, and cinematic production create the feeling of something ancient waking up. It does not simply play in the background. It pulls the listener into another world. That world is inspired by the Manananggal, one of the most famous creatures in Philippine folklore. In old stories, it can separate the upper half of its body, grow huge bat-like wings, and fly through the night. For generations, it has represented fear, darkness, and transformation. But SB19 did not use the legend only to create a horror concept. They turned it into modern art. Through music, styling, and symbolism, they gave an old Filipino story a fresh identity. Instead of hiding their culture to appear more global, they made that culture the heart of the song. That choice gave MANA its real power. Even listeners who do not understand every reference can feel the tension and danger in the track. The song creates questions without explaining everything. What does MANA mean? Who is the creature behind the imagery? Why does the music feel more like a film score than a normal pop release? Then one creative Aten noticed the same energy in footage from Forgotten Island. The animated Manananggal carried the darkness, mystery, and supernatural force found in SB19's song. So the fan placed the two together. The result felt almost unreal. Every major movement seemed to land on the beat. The dramatic cuts matched the rise of the music. The creature's expressions and flight looked as if they had been designed for MANA from the beginning. Instead of feeling like two unrelated pieces forced together, the edit looked like an official trailer. The song made the animation feel more intense, while the animation gave the music a new visual life. The vocals added emotion to the character. The percussion made every movement feel larger. For a few seconds, the two worlds became one. Viewers quickly began sharing the clip. Some praised the timing. Others said the combination looked too natural to be unofficial. A few even joked that DreamWorks should use MANA in the film because no other song could match the character so perfectly. But the biggest moment had not happened yet. The edit reached Martin Lemons, the lead animator behind the character. He knew its movement, personality, and design better than almost anyone. That made his reaction especially important. Martin reposted the video and wrote, "Sweet edit." For Aten, those two words were enough to create excitement, but he continued. He explained that he had worked as the lead animator for the character, praised the fans' work, called MANA an amazing song, and said he was happy to see so much love for something his team had spent so much time creating. This was no longer just another viral post. A Filipino song inspired by local folklore had reached a Hollywood animator through the creativity of one fan. Someone directly connected to a major DreamWorks production had noticed the edit and respected the music behind it. Then the conversation became even more interesting. Atten began introducing Martin to SB19. Fans shared performances and music videos. Some explained the meaning behind MANA, while others encouraged him to explore more of their music. Martin responded positively. After learning that SB19 would be in Los Angeles, he said he planned to check them out. It was a small comment, but it revealed the real power of the edit. No label arranged the connection, no studio created a campaign, no paid promotion placed SB19 in front of him. A fan did. That is what makes this moment bigger than one well-made video. The edit connected Filipino mythology, P-pop, and Hollywood animation. One came from stories passed down through generations. One came from a Filipino group building a global name. The other came from one of the world's biggest animation studios. One fan edit brought them together in seconds. But the edit also did something deeper. It placed Filipino folklore in front of a wider audience. Philippine mythology is still unfamiliar to many international viewers, yet creatures like the Manananggal are powerful, frightening, and visually unforgettable. MANA gave that folklore a modern voice. SB19 did not explain the legend like a history lesson. They made people feel it first. The music created mystery. The visuals created questions. Then curiosity encouraged listeners to search for the story behind the song. That is often how culture crosses borders. People feel something, and then they want to understand it. Martin's reaction mattered because it proved that the connection worked outside the fandom. He was not announcing an official partnership, and MANA was not added to Forgotten Island. But the song was powerful enough to impress someone who helped build the character on screen. It also showed that SB19's music can move beyond charts and concerts. Their songs can inspire editors, dancers, animators, and visual artists because they carry emotion, scale, and identity. The track feels like more than a song. It sounds like a character theme, a battle sequence, or the beginning of something dangerous. When placed over the Manananggal from Forgotten Island, that cinematic quality became impossible to ignore. The edit did not feel like a joke. It felt like a possibility. Could SB19 one day create an official song for a major animated film? Could a global studio build a story around Filipino mythology? Could this small interaction become the first step towards something much bigger? No one knows. But the idea no longer feels impossible. SB19 has already shown that Filipino music can travel. Their performances reach international audiences, their songs inspire creators, and their identity remains strong wherever the music goes. They do not need to erase their culture to connect with the world. Their culture is exactly what makes them stand out. That may be the most important part of this story. The fan did not remove the Filipino meaning from MANA to make the edit work. The edit became powerful because that meaning matched the character so naturally. The folklore, the sound, and the animation strengthened one another. What began as a simple creative experiment became a moment of global recognition. A fan saw a connection. The internet shared it. The lead animator responded, and then a new audience became curious about SB19. Not every important moment begins with a press release or a major contract. Sometimes it begins with one person creating something out of pure passion. Then the right person sees it and opens a new conversation. For Atten, this was not an official DreamWorks collaboration. It was proof that SB19's artistic vision could reach someone inside that world and leave an impression. It also reminds us that music, mythology, and animation do not need to come from the same country to connect. Strong storytelling can cross language, culture, and industry. It can make a Hollywood animator curious about a Filipino group, and it can make international viewers search for an old legend. So, did MANA fit the Manananggal from Forgotten Island so perfectly that it felt like an official soundtrack? And should SB19 be given the chance to create music for a major animated film in the future? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more SB19 news, viral moments, and global achievements. Because if one fan edit can reach a DreamWorks animator, imagine what the next SB19 moment could reach.